Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
On behalf of all the men and women of the West Virginia National Guard and our families, to our Gold Star families, we send out our deepest respect for the sacrifices that your loved ones have made, for the sacrifices that you as Gold Star families continue to make every day on behalf of our nation and our state. God bless you, and we extend our deepest love and again our respect to each and every one of you. You are a part of and always will be a part of our National Guard family. To Woody Williams, thanks for the great work on behalf of all of our veterans and our Gold Star families. We in the West Virginia National Guard are excited that we finally achieved this milestone of the Gold Star Monument at our state capitol, the best in the country. We're proud to have been a part of this effort, Woody, with you, with all of our state leaders, our governor, our congressional delegation, and all the individuals who've worked so hard to make this happen. This is truly a testament to who we are as a state and the fact that we love our country, we love our state, but most importantly, we love our veterans and our Gold Star families. God bless each and every one of you, and anytime, anywhere, you need the West Virginia National Guard for support, please reach out to us. God bless you, and thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. I'm Governor Jim Justice. What an honor it is today. What an incredible honor. A monument that we are dedicating today for our Gold Star families. What an accomplishment by an incredible man, Woody Williams. And I'll get to that in just one second. But for all of our Gold Star families that have loved ones that we've lost by them giving the ultimate sacrifice. The sacrifice for all of us, for all of the freedoms we have. I have said it so many times. We owe everything in our lives to them, to those families, to all those that have been in our active military, that are in our active military today, to all those across America. But absolutely, one man took it on his shoulders. A man that received the Medal of Honor. The Medal of Honor as a recipient of the Medal of Honor. Incredible, incredible honor bestowed upon one great man. One man, Woody Williams, that took on his shoulders to travel across this country and absolutely establish the awareness for what these great Gold Star families have sacrificed and done. So with all that, just a few days ago, I had the opportunity to be with Woody and to absolutely dedicate 54 miles of highway in West Virginia to our Gold Star families Memorial Highway and everything, to where people that will go up and down that highway for decades to come will have the opportunity to notice, will have the opportunity in their hearts to feel the pain, the sacrifice, and the goodness that these great families have given to each and every one of us. Now, there's also a celebration in addition to that. We're celebrating 97 years of incredible life on a birthday for Woody Williams. So Woody, happy birthday from each and every one of us. Every single person that I know in the state of West Virginia loves you with all your heart, with all their heart. And Woody, I can never say enough. I love you. I thank you for your friendship. I thank you for all you've given to America in every way. And just keep on doing it. I mean, you're an amazing, amazing man, an incredible speaker, an incredible, incredible human being. And so I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And Kathy and I will continue, as we have many times. We will continue in prayer for all the Gold Star families, for all those that have given the ultimate sacrifice for our nation and for each and every one of us. I've said it so many times. It's so easy for me to say. Really and truly, we owe all to all those that have given so much. The very people that give so much and ask so little. So I congratulate everyone, and what a great, great day it is in West Virginia. Thank you for having me.
I'm here at the West Virginia State Capitol in Charleston. Before I talk about the monument behind me, I want to wish Woody Williams a very happy 97th birthday. All of us know that Woody is 97 years young, and I can think of no better birthday gift to Woody than unveiling West Virginia's newest Gold Star monument on our Capitol grounds. The monument wouldn't be here without Woody and the generous support of so many West Virginians. I know that every year I enjoy riding with Woody for our fallen service heroes. Together with hundreds of riders, we have ridden our motorcycles to make this monument possible. So many people have come together to honor those who have given the most. This beautiful monument behind me will stand for centuries to honor our fallen and their families. So happy birthday to Woody. Thank God for our service members and thank God for our Gold Star families. God bless each and every one of you.
Good afternoon. I'm Stan White, Gold Star father of two young men, a Marine and a soldier. I want to thank Mr. Williams and the committee for allowing me to speak today to you. As a Gold Star father, I'm well aware of the sacrifices that these families have made in our country. There's nothing any more special than a Gold Star mother. And I want to recognize all those Gold Star mothers and thank them for all the work that they do, that their sons and daughters would be doing had they been here. Woody once said in a speech I heard him that said our father came up to him and said, "Dads cry too." I can attest to that. Several years ago, my daughter Christina came up to Shirley and she said, "Mom," said, "people's always coming saying things to you and Dad, but no one ever realizes that Will, her brother, and I lost two sons." So when Woody said Gold Star families, that's very, very appropriate. He always makes sure that we include uncles and aunts and grandparents and grandchildren and whole extended family. But what I'm going to talk to you today is about another family that I think is included, I know, and that's the military family. After Bob died, Shirley and I went to a memorial service every year at Fort Bragg. And one of Bob's men would always come up to us and tell us the story about Bob. And that meant a lot to us. After Andrew died, a couple months later, had a knock on the door and a young mother came up with a baby and she said, "I want to introduce you to Drew Towner." And I had to think a minute. Drew, oh. And I knew her husband was Jacob, was Andrew's battle buddy. There, a little bit before that, at the funeral, another battle buddy spoke, and his name was Monty Montgomery. he named his little boy Andrew. So what better way to remember your children than have two of their buddies name their children after your son? Another story that tells you how close they can be is I was at the Army Navy game with a group of Gold Star fathers, and I had my Gold Star family hat on and had Bob's name on it and Andrew's name and their unit. And this soldier came up to me and says, "Oh, sir, when did you serve with the 1325?" And I said, "I did not. My son Robert did." And he sort of gave me a startled look, and he said, "Staff Sergeant Robert White?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I was with him when he died." And that, hit me, that how much it means to these military men. They lose a family member too. We became good friends with both these families. We ski with them. I even went to the last year's Army Navy game with Chad Baker. Andrew and I went to the game with them. So they are part of our family also, and they mourn right along with the blood relatives. This beautiful monument here today at the Capitol commemorates the losses that all of us have had, our blood families and our military families. And anytime that Shirley or the Gold Star mothers speak, they always say, each person dies twice. You die physically, and you die when your children are no longer remembered. And then she follows that with, I lost two sons, Staff Sergeant Robert White, U.S. Army, and Corporal Andrew White, U.S. Marines. I think anytime you speak, you need to remember and see their names, and these monuments help us remember that. I want to thanks again to Woody and the Foundation for honoring and remembering our Gold Star families and our military families. God bless the USA, God bless the military, and God bless our veterans and their families. Thank you, and have a great day.
I'll share a song with you called The Last Parade. And I wrote the song back in 2007, and over an event that I witnessed. A lady that I had went to school with when we were teenagers, Regine Carnes, we got the news, on the television and the radio that her son, 25-year-old Sergeant Nicholas Carnes, who was in the Army, the U.S. Army, and fighting in Afghanistan, had lost his life on the battlefield over there. And of course, anytime you hear something like that, it hurts your heart. But when it's somebody you know, and it touches you a little bit more. And I had not seen Regine in a couple decades, when I got the news. We weren't real close, but she was a good person. I knew that, from back in the day. And I wanted to, like most people, we want to be supportive, but we don't want to get in the way. And so when I heard they were bringing him home from the airport, it was on a Saturday afternoon, I just wanted to do something, just something to help that family know they were appreciated. And so I knew what time they were coming through over on a good place to watch it on Dixie Highway over in northern Kentucky. So I got in my car and I started over there, and I had a big old American flag hanging off the front of my house on the front porch, and I thought about taking that flag with me, but it was kind of big, and I thought to myself, I really don't want to draw attention to myself. I'm just there to just be supportive. And I got in my car and I started down the driveway, and a voice in my head said, "Boy, you go get that flag. It's not for you, it's for that family." So I backed that car up and I got that big old flag and I took it with me. Didn't know if anybody else was going to be along that route or not, but I knew I had to be. And so I found me a spot there, and And I got out of my car, and at first there weren't too many people there. There was just a couple other people there, but you know, and it didn't take very long. A lot of people started showing up, and a lot of them had taken the flags off of the front of their house too, just like me. And well, here come the hearse. It had a police escort, and you'd have thought the president was in that hearse. The escort was very honorable, but there were some restaurants and stuff along that main street there, and everybody came out of the restaurants, including the cooks. I mean, people left their dinner sitting on the table and came out, and everybody just stood there in solemn respect for that family that had just lost their young man. And and it was appropriate. It was right. And it was a sunny day, but you know, there wasn't a dry eye up and down that main street there. It was very respectful, as it should be. It should have been. And so that's what the song was inspired by. And a little bit later, the next day, well, it was a couple days later, they actually had the funeral, which was actually a little closer to my house. And I had no intention of going because I knew it would be a big affair, very crowded, you know, and I just did not want to be a burden to that family. But I ended up, a pipe had busted at my house, so I had to stay home from work that day. It was during the job, but I had to stay home. And so when I got done with what I was dealing with at home, it was right time for that funeral. So I said, well, I'm here. So I just go on up there. It was just a couple miles from the house. And once again, I was just staying out of the way. But somebody in close to that family had spotted me and waved me, motioned for me to come on in a little closer. And it turned out it was my cousin who lived right next door to young Nicholas Carnes and his family. I just didn't realize he lived right next door, and that was his best friend. So he told me Nick's life story there, and that's what this song is based on. And I just figured the good Lord wanted me to tell his story, and so he gave it to me to pass it on, and hopefully it brings honor and gratitude. Let people know that a lot of people feel the same way I do. We just can't thank those families enough, and when we get to heaven, we'll thank those soldiers, those men and women who gave all in person. But here it is, the last parade, and hope it's a blessing. I didn't know the boy, but I had to go. I knew his mom many years ago. There were hundreds there, and I was one, come to pay respect to a fallen son. As I left my home, I took my flag and I took my place on the town's main drag. There were little kids and bikers there for a single call to show they care. Thank you, son, for how you fought that day. Thank you, Mom, for the son you gave. The least I can do is let old glory wave as the tears rain down on your last parade. He grew up next door to a friend of mine. He played football, offensive line. He had a real good job for several years. Then he felt the need to volunteer. Thank you, son, for how you fought that day. Thank you, Dad, for the son you gave. The least I can do is let old glory wait as the tears rain down on your last parade. He married well on a summer day. His anniversary is only weeks away. Now he's laid to rest by his grandpa's grave as the veterans play Amazing Grace. On the other side of heaven's gate, a horse rode up with a brand new saint, and another son had met him there for his first parade at his new town square. Thank you, son, for how you fought that day. Thank you, Lord, for the son you gave. The least I can do is let the banner wave as we gather round for the last parade. Thank you, Gold Star families. We can't show our appreciation enough. God bless you.